If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos.
Aloha, our keto friends. My name's Maria. What's your name?
Kai.
Kai is my helper in the kitchen today, and we are making Swedish meatballs. Swedish meatballs are so delicious. We're going to show you how to make them because you do not want to miss this recipe. This is from the ketogenic cookbook of mine. But let's start with, we have our ButcherBox beef. And so, honey, I opened this already, so why don't you put the beef right on in there. If you want it, we're going to use 1 pound of ground beef, and you want 1/4 of a pound of, or no, I'm sorry, 1.5 pounds of ground beef and 1/4 of a pound of ground pork. If you are pork free, you could use more ground beef. So put that on in a bowl. I'll throw that in the garbage. Good job, my friend. And we love our ButcherBox beef. I don't have to go to the store for it. Comes mailed to me every 2 weeks. I absolutely love it. Good job, my friend. So I'm gonna leave this out because we only want 1 3/4 pound, okay? And then we're gonna get our hands dirty. So put 1/4 of a cup of onion in there.
Yeah.
We are going to do, we want dry mustard, but guess what? We don't have dry mustard, so put that on in there. We have regular mustard. Do you need a spoon to get it out? Here you go. Let me help you, my friend. There. And we are going to use coconut aminos, or if you can do real tamari sauce, we're using real tamari sauce because we can. If you are allergic to soy, you could do coconut aminos. But coconut aminos, those carbohydrates add up real quick. And we're going to add our Redmond real salt, 2 teaspoons of that. And we're going to add some pepper. And we are going to add a liquid smoke, which is pure. It's just liquid, or smoked liquid. It's nothing bad. And then you could use 1 clove of regular garlic, but I made roasted garlic. Remember when we did that?
Yeah.
So this is our roasted garlic, and I had it in the freezer. And so I'm going to take out, this is 1 clove of garlic, put that on in there. All right, it squeezes right on out. It's super easy. And we're going to get dirty. Oh, wait, we need an egg. Can you crack an egg on in there? No shells. Good job. Put that on in here. And we need some tomato sauce. And we love this. It's just tomato puree. When I say tomato sauce, some people think that I'm talking about marinara. I'm not. You just want pure tomato sauce.
No cheese?
Nope, that's for our sauce. Psh, that's over there. We're going to get dirty. Mix it, mix it, mix it with your hands. Can you do that?
Oh.
Yeah, get dirty, my friend.
Oh.
And I like to put a piece of parchment on my baking sheet. I have my oven on to 325.
It's also cold.
You want me to do it? I can help. This is the fun part that kids usually really like. It's too cold? Well, it was in the fridge. So you just want to gush it on around. Do you remember what we used to call meatballs when you were really little and you'd eat them?
No.
You don't? I don't know if people will like it when I tell them. Should I tell them? Dinosaur turds.
No.
Let's tell them.
No, you get it.
It was dinosaur turds, we would call it when they were little. But you loved dinosaurs when you were just a wee tyke, and that would get you to eat your meatballs.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. So when everything's well incorporated, you're going to start to make your meatballs. And should we make them really big? We usually do about 1.5 inch size meatballs. You can do them whatever size, but that will affect the timing of how long you bake them. You just want to put them on your baking sheet. Make sure it's the same size, Kai. Oh, make it a little bit bigger because we want to make sure that these are the same size. And meatballs are more like a meal for us. They could be an appetizer, and that way you would do it smaller, but then the timing would maybe be a half an hour versus 45 minutes. But we're making them really big. And we just like this as a meal, just in the sauce. It's really good. But you could make my cabbage pasta if you wanted to. Now I'm getting a little carried away on my size here. We're almost done. And these are so good, I highly recommend making a double batch. And then you could freeze them just like this and take them out as needed. I'm gonna just take a little bit away from that. There we go. It's nice and uniform. We'll spread these out more too. One last one. You got it? Here's it. Don't miss the onion. Yummy, yummy. And so this is going to go into the oven for about 45 minutes.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
Go for it, bud. And then we're gonna get the sauce going. So, all right, I'll be washing this afterwards. So the sauce, let's get that going. Move on this over. You are going to start with 1 stick of butter. So if you have Kerrygold, know that that is 2 sticks. So I'm gonna cut this in half. And we're gonna make brown butter. Now I've done many videos browning the butter because browning butter just makes everything that much better. So I'm gonna put 1 stick of butter into my saucepan and turn it on very high. Oh, Kai, can you grab a whisk? You know I love my whisks, everybody. A whisk is definitely worth picking one up. Yep. Now I want you to be very careful, okay? This is gonna get real hot, all right? And you need 2 ounces of cream cheese. Love my Philly, right? Hashtag love my Philly. So just cut that apart. And you want, stuck. You want a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. You could use maybe Swiss if you wanted to, but we're using Parmesan. It's nice and salty. And you need 1/3 cup of beef broth, and we're using our Kettle and Fire beef broth. And what else? Oh, about 1/8 teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, depending on how much nutmeg flavor you like. And this is going to start sizzling, and it will froth up. Be very careful, okay, bud? I can brown butter in my sleep, but you don't want to burn the butter, so stand by it. You're going to be an awesome chef someday. What do you want to do later?
Play basketball.
Basketball. What do we like to play at basketball? What do you like to play? Horse? Horse. Who's going to lose? Mommy?
No, all of you.
No, Mommy's not so good at horse.
There can only be one winner.
Oh my gosh, when I was in high school and middle school, I was on this traveling basketball team. I was the worst player. And I had a really tall friend, Marla, who was so good at basketball. And after the games, her dad would say, "How many baskets did you make, Maria?" And I'd be like, "None." And Marla made like all of them. So maybe that's why I don't like basketball so much. Bad memories. See, now it's frothing up. Now hand this to Mom. So I'm going to whisk. Oh yeah, it's turning brown. Now you don't want this to turn black. There's actually a French delicacy butter called black butter, but it tastes like burnt butter to me. We just want a caramely brown sauce. So make sure that you turn it off in time so you don't burn it. But Kai, can you put our 1/2 cup of cheese on in there? Thank you. And I'm going to do this so it doesn't spill. 1/3 cup of broth, and then put that in there.
This?
Yep. And that. The nutmeg. Nutmeg. Oh. That's all right. It won't be very nutmeggy. It's a clean, yeah, it's clean. I'm going to turn this back on to make sure everything melts. And then I have my handy dandy immersion blender.
Can I use that?
Sure. Yikes. Maybe I regret saying this. No, don't laugh because I want you to be good about it. Okay, so we'll turn this off. An immersion blender costs about 30 bucks and is very, very handy. So we need to plug this in. Oh boy. Make sure that you keep it into the bowl so it doesn't splurt all over. Okay, put it in. Now turn it on. Here. No. There we go. All right. So, okay, that's good, bud. Now we're just going to wait for our meatballs to be done, and we're going to put our sauce over the meatballs, and we're going to have a yummy, yummy dinner. We'll catch you back in a little bit. All right, can you smell it? It's delicious. It smells like meatballs, so we're going to get them out of the oven. Oh yeah, look at these beauties. And this is in the book, The Ketogenic Cookbook. You can put that down, buddy. You don't have to keep holding that. But that's where that book or that recipe is found. And now you're just going to take the meatballs off of the, onto a serving platter or whatever. And I'll show you how I would serve them.
I'll show you the book
You want to show everybody the book?
part.
That was Mommy's first book with Victory Belt. So I put them onto a serving tray, and then I'm going to put the sauce right on over them. Now this is what I would do. Because we love these meatballs so much, I usually make a really big batch, and I'll have them in the freezer, and we can just put them in the oven as we want. And I always have sauces in the fridge, and you would just, oh yeah, look at that, nummy, nummy, nummy. This sauce is so good. It's good on just about everything. Chicken, eggs, you name it. But there are your Swedish meatballs, and we hope that you really enjoyed this video as much as we did.
This is the sauce.
The sauce, well that's a different sauce, but I don't know, what am I supposed to say? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe,
And be notified.
be notified, and yeah,
Comment down below.
comment down below. Mahalo everyone.
Sharing is caring.